The Utah Mammoth is sorta proud to present Nashcast.
What the is a Nashcast?
Nashcast, the only hockey show on the planet. Hosted by a human speed rag, fourth line wannabe, healthy scratch, schnozzy moto, Tyson Nash.
Who the hell is Tyson Nash?
Never heard of him.
And the baritone with a brain, the velvet hammer, Mr. Silky, Tono Suave, the radio voice of your Utah Mammoth,
Go Blue!
Mike Folta.
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Nashcast begins now.
Ready for takeoff.
Here's Tyler Ganoush and Mickey Foghorn. Wait, what? Oh, here's Tyson Nash and Mike Folta.
Feeling good, Fultz. I'm feeling good. You are looking good, my brother. Like, did you just get back from Hawaii or the Bahamas? What? You're wearing the shirt. You're wearing the shirt that Parker gave us. I love it, buddy. Walk us through it. You look fantastic.
Nasher, look at my skin tone. Do you think that I just got back from any kind of sunny vacation? Please. It looks like I've been hibernating for months. No, this is from Parker in Centerville. Nasher, you were here. We got this awesome gift that Parker sent both of us. I'm surprised you're not wearing yours, but it's a mountain blue Hawaiian shirt, and there's a mammoth right here. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's some tusks in here. We thought it might have been poisoned or something. We thought somebody was coming after the show.
All right, we have been sent a gift. Someone has bequeathed this.
What was that word?
It's a word.
Oh.
I don't want to say it again in case it's not, but I'm pretty sure it's a word.
In case it comes out the wrong way.
Yeah, okay. Someone has bestowed this gift upon the Nashcast. Parker from Centerville.
Parker, thank you.
Thank you, Parker. Nasher, what do you think this is?
Let me feel it. Can I feel it? Ooh, it's got some weight to it. I think this is a Fultz and Nasher onesie, snuggle. What do you call those blankets? The
Snuggie.
The Snuggie.
The Snuggie.
Snuggie.
You
Parker,
wear one arm, I
that's,
wear the other.
Yeah. Snuggie.
It's not Legos. It's like Christmas morning here. All right, Parker.
Ooh, I like the colors.
It's mammoth blue.
I like
mountain
the colors.
Blue. Oh, whoa, there's two of them.
Are these swim trunks?
Come on.
Speedos.
What? This is like a Hawaiian, I think. Like a Hawaiian shirt.
It's a shirt. That's
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Let's go. All right.
Look at that bad boy.
You got your outfit picked out for October 19th at Nashcast in Boston.
Yeah.
This is unreal.
Holy.
Mountain blue.
Parker.
That is unbelievable.
Thank you.
Parker from Centerville. Thank you, man.
Oh, that
Tusks up. That is
legit.
Unreal.
Tight.
Oh, Cardinal sin. We went to the gifts before even getting to the note here.
You've done that a few
You're
times,
that kind
eh?
of kid at
Oh,
Christmas,
yeah.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hope you enjoy these. I want to see if you can read it.
No, I
Some big
can't
words on
read
here.
at the best of times, all right?
Hope you enjoy these shirts. A subtle nod to the mammoth. Oh, there's actually mammoth and tusks on here. That's unbelievable.
That
Hidden
is
amongst
legit.
the Hawaiian leaves. Huge fan of the team podcast. Makes work bearable on the slow day. LOL. Well, Parker, glad we could make it a little better for you. But thank you.
Sasquatch.
But no, it turns out it's just a great shirt. So thanks to
Hey,
Parker in
Fultz,
Centerville.
turn the heat up in your apartment there too, okay? Or we're gonna have to get you nipple covers there. Look, it looks a little chilly in there. You can hang that helmet on those bad boys if you wanted to.
Could cut diamonds in here, Nasher. But hey, it's game week. It's game week. We got a real NHL Mammoth game tomorrow, not just the preseason. We're here. We made it. Preseason way too long. We've survived, and now we've got real stuff to talk about. And you've got real stuff going on in your own backyard. Your son Ty played his first couple ASU games with the Sun Devils against Gavin McKenna at Penn State. Holy! Welcome to the NCAA in 2025. College hockey looks a little different now with all these CHL kids.
I can just tell you, Fultz, it was so much fun. We did the exhibition game in Salt Lake, right? I get on the plane lands in Arizona, And there was literally 15 scouts waiting for Ubers to get to that game on Friday. Once we landed back in Phoenix, I think there was 57 NHL scouts at that game, obviously, to watch, this phenom, Gavin McKenna. He didn't disappoint, put up 2 points. Unfortunately for ASU in game number 1, had the game-winning goal in game number 2. ASU, though, I got to say, I've never been to a college game before. It was unbelievable. And the mullet was, the moulet, I like to call it, was absolutely rocking. And it was just a great experience for my son, Ty. Just feel so grateful as a family that he has a little bit longer runway now playing in the NCAA. It was a treat. ASU gave them everything they could handle. But again, as superstars do, Fultz, they score big goals. Gavin McKenna with the game winner.
Looked like Ty had a pretty good weekend, +2, I think, had an apple, right? I mean, had some good minutes, it looks like.
He did. He was happy. I didn't know what to expect. It is a significant jump. And now the NCAA, it just got better, right? With the new rules, the CHL kids coming up. You're playing against men. Really, it's probably a hybrid, right, between the East Coast League and the American Hockey League, I would say, just because of all the talent that you're seeing, the older players in the league that you're playing against. But Ty, I was pleasantly surprised. The kid played hard. Their line was unbelievable. 2 Scottsdale kids, actually one from Mesa, Arizona, Logan Morrell and Ty. So hockey is alive and well, as we know. Josh Doan's from here. Matthew Nyes is from here. How about Austin Matthews is from Arizona? So we are breeding a hot, thoroughbreds in Arizona.
Well, in college hockey, are there any better celebrations? Because you see, like, I think McKenna did it. He scores a goal and goes right over to the students at ASU, and he's kind of showing the jersey. I feel like those college celebrations go way harder than they do in the NHL.
Yeah. So here's my thought on that. And me and my wife were just having coffee. We were discussing it. We were talking about it. I'm not sure I love it so much. That's something I would do, right? As a mucker, as a grinder, the fans are giving it to you all game long. So I do get it. But Gavin McKenna is a superstar, right? He's going to be the first overall pick in the draft this year. Does he need to do that, though? You know what I mean? Like, I think what he did, scoring the game-winning goal, it speaks for itself. And I'll say this, like, that's a Trevor Zegras kind of move, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff he did. And
Your favorite.
My favorite. And where's that gotten him, right? I mean, absolutely nowhere. Does Sidney Crosby do that? Does Patrick Kane do that? I don't see it. I don't think Connor McDavid does that. So he's a young kid. He was caught in the moment. The fans were all over him all game long, and he's 18, right? I'm not even sure he is 18 yet, but this kid is a phenom. He's a stud. Again, that's what those type of guys do. They score huge goals. But I didn't love it.
Well, it was still a fun weekend of college hockey all the same, no matter if Tyson's going to poo-poo our fun celebration. But we also last week, before those college games, you were at the Jersey drop. We called a preseason game together. Utah won that preseason game against LA. Then they won 6-4 against San Jose to wrap up the preseason. But Thursday was a blast. You flew in hot, just parachuted out. I don't even think you touched the runway, and parachuted it right into that Jersey drop, the opening of the team store. And we're meeting people, interviewing people. We had a blast.
We had an absolute blast. And first of all, I got to tell you, that's the first time that we've all seen those jerseys, right? They just pop. That color, the logo, all of it. The fans were going crazy. I mean, the shopping carts, right? People didn't have enough hands.
You're like an octopus. You need more arms.
They had so many jerseys, taking them to the cashier to cash out. Everyone just so excited about what the Mammoth, what the organization has produced, right? And those things absolutely pop. I can't wait for game number 1, buddy. And for me, I was a little concerned. I know it's preseason, but the Utah Mammoth, they're not Florida, right? Florida can run through the preseason and turn it on like a light switch, right? I was a little bit concerned for Utah. They didn't have a lot of success early on, but as it went along, as you mentioned, the last 2 games were W's. Those were wins. For me, that matters. You have to go into the regular season feeling good, making sure you're checking all the boxes as far as systems goes. And now I think they have it dialed in. So happy to see them have a ton of success at the end.
So preseason's in the books. We got to see a bunch of young guys, and there was some competition for spots, some good depth for Utah in certain positions on defense, and then with those last couple of forward spots as well. Peel back behind the curtain. We're recording this on Monday before the 3 o'clock Mountain Time deadline for roster cuts. So we're gonna know what the roster looks like by the time that this is being recorded here. So Tyson, why don't we embarrass ourselves and try and make some speculations here, but I am curious, like, which of the young guys and which of the guys competing for those spots, those depth guys, were you most impressed with when we were watching it in preseason action?
Well, for me, the one that really kind of stood out was Smith. I loved him. He's a big body. He can fight. I know I talked to Bill Armstrong before that second last preseason game, and he talked a lot about him, what he can bring. He's a Jack McBain type of player, and I think that Utah last year, they they need to get more grit, right? They need to be more sandpaper, and a guy like that really impressed me. Simashev, obviously. I mean, this guy
Yeah.
is an absolute beast. Boot. Um, what is Bill Armstrong going to do? Andre Turney. What are they going to do with these young players? Simashev, they're absolute monsters. Stay-at-home defenseman, was real solid, moves extremely well. Whether they make the team or not, they are going to be absolute menaces in the NHL for years to come with that type of size. And Boot, I mean, he impressed the socks off of me. Just the way he can move in the offensive zone, some of the goals that he scored, just those crossover, Patrick Kane-like, if you will, coming around the top of the circle and letting it fly. So goals, they're the toughest thing. The hardest thing to do in the National Hockey League is score goals. That's why the goal scorers make all the dough, right? And I think Boot is going to score a mittful in the NHL soon to come.
Did you? What Russians did you play with, Tyson? And were there guys that struggled coming over, or maybe they struggled with the smaller ice and things like that? Do you remember that adjustment period for those guys?
I do. And again, Bill Armstrong talked a lot about it. He said Boots struggled early on in training
Mhm.
camp. I think it was the jet lag. It was probably the pressure that, these kids put on themselves being drafted where they were drafted, right? Everyone's looking at you and expecting such big things, right? And he got better as camp went along. We certainly saw that. I did play with a guy by the name of Pavel Bure. He didn't struggle so much.
Uh,
He was pretty good from from the get go. I was a young kid. I was a black ace. I came up from Kamloops, and I watched Pavel take the Vancouver Canucks to what was it, Game 7 against the New York Rangers. I don't know what year that was, but I think it was '93 or something. But it was something special to watch. The Russian Rocket. He didn't struggle ever in his career, but it is a huge, huge adjustment. Just take yourself back, right? What would it be like for you if you had all that pressure, Fultz? You had to get on a plane. You had to go over to Russia, in a country. I mean, you don't know where anything is. You don't speak the language. I mean, all the things, right? It is certainly a thing.
Geez, I don't even. There's a joke to be made there. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't know how well I do over there, trying to fit in with the fur caps and the overcoats and all that. But no, that's that. Like, I'm just excited for the regular season to see what we have unfold. If you're watching this Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
tomorrow in Colorado against the Avalanche, a team that has been to the playoffs 8 years in a row, that won the Stanley Cup just a couple of years ago in 2022, and a team that we know is one of the best in what is a loaded Central Division with Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. So it's going to be a great test for Utah tomorrow at Ball Arena. Nasher, we did have kind of a funny crossover. I don't know if you saw this, but two of your newest coworkers with Amazon Prime, Ryan Fitzpatrick and Andrew Whitworth from the TV desk, they came out to Utah during their bus trip across the country, and they were skating with Cooley, Keller, and Dursey at the practice facility in Sandy. Fitzpatrick looked okay on
Yeah.
skates. He was throwing the football around. The big offensive tackle, Andrew Whitworth, um, Yeah, he needed the phone or the chair or whatever it is to move around. Dom Moore was babysitting him a little bit, but that's probably the only place where that guy is not the scariest dude in whatever he's doing because he's a monster. Did you see that?
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it. Unfortunately, I was really bummed because I flew out. Obviously, I wouldn't have missed it for the world to watch that ASU game. But Witt, I mean, this guy, we belong on the same golf course in the summer. So I know Witt a little bit. Obviously, he is just an absolute beauty. Pleasure to be around. Gift of the gab and an absolute monster. I can tell you that ice was cracking underneath him. JJ Watt is another guy who skates actually up or used to when he lived here with our alumni in Arizona. And I mean, just massive human beings. But I will say this from Witt, he can play basketball. I mean, this guy was dunking them from long range. The mitts on that guy for a big man, that was something special. So felt a little bit bad for Dom trying to, I'm not sure what Dom would have done if Witt actually fell on that ice besides absolutely squish him. But it was certainly fun to see, and it's so fun when other sports collide, right, with one another. The relationships that you have. It's certainly a ton of fun. I know here when I was here in Arizona, Steve Nash used to come out with us and skate with us every once in a while. The general manager for the Suns at the time was like, "What are you doing on the ice? Are you kidding me? We're in the playoffs, and you're out there with the Coyotes skating around." So it's always a ton of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, former Harvard guy, him and Dom Moore overlapped a couple of years at Harvard, but two great personalities. It was fun to see them out on the ice at Sandy. We have another great personality, excuse me, on the show with us, JJ Peterka.
Yeah.
Finally got him. Tyson finally got him. Super down to earth young kid. He's about fashion. He's this high end European fashion, all that stuff, high flying player, but really salt of the earth, humble guy, and it was great to chat with one of Utah's newest stars.
Unreal dude, and you talked about it. You can't touch his style, and I better never see you or me in white pants like those Europeans love to wear, because there is no chance I'm wearing white pants. I can tell you that. The socks got to go in the front, not in the back in that instance, if you're wearing those bad boys.
I'm leaving the style to JJ, and he did confirm that he is the most stylish guy on the team, which no surprise there. But super excited to see number 77 on the ice with Utah. I think we're going to see a lot of Peterka jerseys in Salt Lake City as more people get to watch him. But let's send it to him now. The newest goal scorer for the Utah Mammoth, JJ Peterka.
The man we've all been waiting for. We tried to get him in the middle of the summer when the trade went through. It didn't happen. Media day, we lost him, but we have him now, Fultz. I know I'm excited. I know you are too. You've been watching this kid front and center as he's played a few exhibition games. But welcome to the show, JJ Peterka.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
JJ, how's camping going? New team, new digs. You've been a busy man over the summer with the NHL media tour, but here in the middle of training camp, are you feeling more established yet?
Yeah, it's been good so far. Training camp's been pretty hard, but still finding some time to enjoy some time with the boys for sure.
What's been your biggest, I guess, surprise, maybe? Obviously, coming in from Buffalo, a very different landscape coming into Utah, but that plane lands. How excited were you to be part of the Utah Mammoth?
Yeah, obviously super pumped. Biggest surprise, I honestly would say the weather. I did not expect the weather to be that great here. Yeah, since I've been here, it's been all sunny the whole time. So hopefully that keeps going.
Have there been any players that have surprised you? Like, wow, I didn't realize that guy was this good. Now that you've been practicing with these guys the last couple of weeks here.
Well, I think just like the obvious ones. I mean, coming in here, I knew how much skill that team has, and I think just seeing Keller and Cooley in person, Gunter as well, was really special and pretty cool to see.
What was your first thought? I guess when you found out. I don't know if you expected it. If there was rumors swirling around Buffalo that you were going to get traded, it might happen. But when it did happen, how excited were you, and what kind of thoughts were going through your head?
Yeah, story is pretty funny because I was on a golf trip with one of the prospects, Julian Lutz. We're in Spain on a golf trip, and I got the call that I got traded. I had no idea first where to. So first of all, just a little nervous, having no idea where it's going. But then later on, I got told Utah. So yeah, we're both super pumped. That was something pretty funny and special.
Did you finish the round of golf after you heard the news?
No, it was at night. We're sitting at dinner, just having a good time there, and then I got the calls.
Cocktails, I hope were flowing, or at least they were flowing after that. I can imagine, right?
We had a nice celebration that night, that's for sure.
I love it. So again, what are your thoughts? You land in Utah. You've had a couple exhibition games now. Dylan Gunther, Logan Cooley. I know you played with those guys in one of the games that I saw. I haven't been there front and center, but in your mind, what are you experiencing? Chemistry already, and how excited are you for game number one?
Yeah, like I said, it's been great so far. Chemistry wise, I think is getting better and better from day to day. As you probably could see as well from like game 1 to 2, how much better it already got. But yeah, I think just trying to build off that in practices and in the rest of the exhibition games for sure. So yeah, super pumped for the season.
I want to know what it's been like for you working with head coach Andre Turney, Bear, as we call him. You had a couple coaches in Buffalo, and I saw a quote that your coach in Rochester said that you respond well to very demanding coaches. I'm curious, kind of why that is, and how it's been working with Bear so far here in Utah.
It's been good. I think he challenged me every day, which I like a lot. Um, yeah, just getting the challenge. He wants me to get better. I want to get better. So I think just having that kind of relationship where he also helps me to push every day is really good. So I've been enjoying it so far.
How about the biggest influence in your career? Let's go back a little bit. I know growing up in Munich, right, in Germany, you didn't play a ton, or you didn't have a lot of ice time, especially in the summer. I watched a great video and piece on you the other day about the rink that you're building for your community there. I think your father is going to be running it, or help run the facility. Just how cool that was, but just life for you growing up as a kid. I know you were an athlete. You played football, you played soccer, but then you kind of honed in on hockey.
Yeah, growing up, I played a lot of sports. And coming from Germany, it's like a soccer first country. Always so yeah, hockey wasn't too big, but when I had to decide, I always went for hockey. I remember when I was younger, I on the weekends played soccer games and hockey games um, when it was possible. But when I had to decide, I always went with hockey. So that was that growing up, and for the rink, yeah, been going on for a couple years now. Getting finalized now. I hope it's gonna be done in winter. Yeah, just something I want to kind of give back because I remember when I was younger, I had to travel all the way to Czech Republic. My parents luckily drove me there, but I know for sure that not every parent can do that for their kids. So just giving something back that, especially in summer, when young kids that are like talented, really good, want to skate, that they have a chance to go and do that somewhere nearby.
If you didn't play well, did you have to hitchhike back? Mom and dad were gone in the car, right?
No, I was. They were waiting for me, but the car ride wasn't the best always.
But we've gotten to see your skating on display at these preseason games already, and it's going to be so much fun to watch you and Gunther and Cooley play off the rush. But you mentioned the sports you're playing. You also have that speed skating background too, right? Who worked with you on your hockey skating to get it to the point that it is now?
Well, that was when I was around like 12 years old. I met a skating coach. I'm in close contact with, work out with him every summer. Yannick Dubé. So he was the one getting me to the academy in Salzburg when I was 14. I went abroad from home, about 2.5 hours away to live in an academy and work out there, play and skate there. And he was always the guy looking out for me, coaching me. So he's definitely the one I got the skating out from.
What was that academy like? I know those academies are tons of fun. I know a few people that have been and played in that academy as well, but just life growing up, getting up every day and the grind that you guys kind of go through with hockey being your main focus. What was that like for you?
It was actually pretty fun. I mean, you get the chance to live with all your buddies, basically. The year I got there, a lot of my friends went there as well, so I basically knew like I don't know, like 80% of the team. So had a good time. We went to a normal school there, but we had like one class just for sports guys. So soccer and hockey, and as you can imagine, it wasn't the best maybe for the teachers, but the boys had a lot of fun. So I
Oh, I
think
love it.
just the years there were awesome. Just having super much fun in school, on the ice, in the academy. There was just so much stuff to do.
Now we have the Olympics coming up this winter time, right? I know you've obviously represented Team Germany before, and you guys had that great run in 2023, won a silver medal, knocked off Team USA. What
Sorry about
was
that, Fultz.
well, and then you guys, Canada got them in the gold medal game. But hey, great run for the Germans all the same. You guys exceeded some expectations, JJ. And what was that run like? And how much pride, I guess, did you have playing for your country on that stage at World Championships?
Yeah, thinking back of that, that was obviously something special. Um, Crazy when you think about it. We went in the tournament with the goal to make the quarters and played, I think, Sweden, the US, and Finland, and we lost all three games to start the tournament. And all of a sudden, we're last place in our group. So from there, and we just kept winning, played game by game. Beat the Swiss in the quarters, and then the crazy game against US in overtime. So just like a crazy and surreal feeling, standing there and yeah, to have the chance to play for gold medal was obviously something really special. Nobody really believed in before the tournament from us.
JJ, I don't know a ton about you. Obviously, I've researched you like everyone has done in Utah. But for our Utah Mammoth fans, describe to them what they're going to see from you. I know I looked up elite prospects. It said you're very disruptive. I think it actually said you were a pain in the ass to play against. So, what are you going to bring to the table come game one?
Definitely a lot of speed. Yeah, like to be creative, bring a lot of speed, and hopefully score a lot of goals. I think yeah, just enjoying every moment on the ice, always trying to have a good time, and that's what I go by.
And a lot of fashion too, right? Are you immediately the most fashionable guy in that room for Utah?
I would say so. Yes.
So were you just in heaven at the NHL media tour over in Europe in Milan? It's like a crossover between hockey and fashion. I mean, that's right up your alley, right?
It was great. Yeah, I think I like the city a lot. It's been great. All sorts of styles kind of like meet up there. So a lot of inspiration that you can get from there, and also a place where you can show off a little bit your own fashion.
And it's a European swag Fultz, okay? Don't try to pull it off, all right? You cannot wear white jeans, you cannot wear white pants, and I can't wear skinny jeans anymore. I'm 50. I lost my a long time ago, so yeah, I'm back with a crack right now, JJ. But anyway, let's get back to Utah. What have you loved most? Your favorite restaurants? What's impressed you most about just being in Utah?
Um, I think just the view you wake up every day to. kind of like seeing the mountains, driving down here to Sandy. Yeah, just looking out the window and seeing the mountains. I think that is the thing that's been beautiful so far. I'm from Munich. It's like 1.5 hours away from the mountains south in Germany. So kind of like reminds me a little bit of back home. Just being there and driving around. So that's been pretty special so far.
I know Bear and Bill Armstrong probably don't want you skiing here while you're on contract, but did you ski growing up at all?
I was when I was younger, but yeah, as soon as I turned pro, that wasn't too easy anymore.
What the biggest influence in your career? I know you played some time in the minors in the American Hockey League. Was there a coach? Was it your dad? Who kind of had the biggest impact in you to becoming the player that you are today?
Yeah, I would say my parents. My parents for sure, just supporting me all the time, all the way from the start to now. So I think them, and then probably the skating coach I mentioned before, Yannick Dubé, who I knew like for a long time now. So I think yeah, those persons for sure.
You mentioned your parents. It's Dennis and Natalie. That's mom and dad. Have you guys grown closer as you've built this rink together, or have there been some? Is it ever contentious between you guys, like arguing what goes where, how to build this, things like that, or has it been more fun?
It's been more fun, and thankfully I'm the one kind of like deciding what we're gonna do. So my dad mostly asked the question to me, what I kind of like want to have there, and then we discuss if it's possible to do it or not. That's how the situations have been going on.
Whoever pays the bills, is that right, JJ? Whoever pays the bills has the last say.
Exactly.
Now your name is John Jason, right? Jason's the middle name, and then I read that you have siblings that are Jack and Tiffany. Those aren't traditional German names. Why did your parents name you these like very American sounding names?
I think just fans from the US. That's all I can think about. That's a really good question. I don't know.
I like it that you dumb it down for us. JJ, I can handle JJ a lot easier when you score what 30, 40 this year? I mean, what are you going to put up this year? I mean, your year last year was outstanding.
I'm gonna shoot a lot this year for sure. So we'll see how many go in.
Talk about your career. Obviously, you're young. What are you, 23 years old? I was just getting started in the National Hockey League, but it starts in the American Hockey League. You baked there for a little bit, but just talk about your experience, your first pro experience, I guess, when you stepped on the ice in, I believe, Rochester for the first time. That's not an easy league.
Yeah, first pro experience was actually in Munich. I played 2 years in Munich, and first year was probably the hardest, just kind of like learning pro hockey. It's not dangling the whole time anymore, because then it goes real quick and you're sitting right at the right side, not getting another shift. Had to learn it the hard way, but I think that really helped me those 2 years in Munich. Having a hard coach in Don Jackson, who's been here for a long time as well in the US. So I think having him as a coach kind of like prepared me also for the A. And then, AHL was pretty hard. I mean, everyone plays the body there. It's everyone tries to kill you basically. So
the first fight you saw, you're like, oh my God, we didn't have this back home.
It was actually crazy. I couldn't believe it at the start, because everyone's just running around and trying to hit, and it's like 2 fights a game. So it was kind of like an interesting learning experience for me, but I had a good time, and just tried to do my best.
Obviously, you wanted to get to the NHL, but to play for your hometown in one of the best pro leagues in Europe and one of the best pro leagues in the world over in Germany, like that had to have been amazing as well.
Yeah, that was always a dream for me. I was always one of those kids when the players skate on the ice. They had like puck kits back in Munich. So when I was young, I was always one of those kids, and then I was standing with the fans chanting. So just growing up was always my dream to play in Munich one day. And I think I still remember the first game. Just skating out there, even for warm-ups, the fans are chanting. It was something special for sure.
JJ, I played in the league a long time, and I played on a number of teams, but I've never, in my mind, ever seen anything like Utah, like Ryan and Ashley Smith have put together as the owners of this team. Just how beautiful the rink is going to be, the locker rooms, both practice and game rinks. But how impressed were you when you walked in for the first time?
It's insane. I think, like you described it, there's legit, we have everything you can even imagine. We have here, from recovery, from workout space, the physio room, 2 ice surfaces. We switch after every 20 minutes to have fresh ice. That's that's really something special. So yeah, I mean, they give us everything they have. So it's time for us, I guess.
What recovery machines do you use the most? Are you in the tub more? Are you doing like the infrared therapy and all that stuff? What are your go-tos?
I'm a big sauna guy. I'm a sauna and cold tub guy. That's for sure.
Not a steamer, eh? How does no one like the steamer more? I hate the sauna. It hurts.
So sauna is great. I've been using the sauna for a long time now. So sauna, just sit in there for a nice 10 minutes, crispy 10 minutes, in the
Crispy.
top, and that's it.
Isn't that your
You're
dog's
in
name,
there with-
Crispy? And why are you looking at my skin?
Good memory.
Why are you looking at my skin when you say crispy too, JJ? Holy jeez. I live in Arizona. I can't get out of the sun.
That's awesome. Well, so you're probably in there with what? Stenny, the Swede, and Oli, the Finn.
Stenny is in there. Oli is in there. Tanny is in there a lot, actually.
Okay.
So I think that's the crew. That's the standard crew so far.
Eyes wide open, Tanny, eh? Holy jeez, I see an absolute beauty. I cannot wait to see the new fresh troops on the ice. But that big contract, JJ, that you signed, this is what I want to know. What did you buy? What did you treat yourself to first?
Honestly, nothing yet. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't know. Had a couple good vacations, but haven't bought anything crazy yet. I can think of.
Cannot wait.
That's great.
Cannot wait.
Going back to your time in Germany, JJ. Actually, this was when you were in Buffalo. You guys played. What was that? An exhibition over in Germany?
Yeah.
What was that like to come back home as an NHL player and kind of have that moment? I think you scored a goal, right, and had a moment with the fans.
That was probably the most fun game I've ever played, to be honest. Just because I work out with the Munich team every summer, skate with the pro team, do basically their training camp because they already start in August. So I was working out with them the whole summer, and then coming back to the fans I played for, just to the organization, seeing everyone there, and then playing against them was kind of like a practice game with like a full house. So it was pretty cool.
What's the hardest thing, JJ, about obviously being traded, going to a new team? I think it probably helps, with what you've gone through already in your career, right? Playing in your hometown in Munich, all of a sudden now you're in Rochester, the American Hockey League, you're in Buffalo, and now you get dealt in the offseason at least, right? So it gives you some time to kind of get to know your teammates, go through a training camp together. But what's been the hardest part for you getting ready for this season after being traded?
I think just finding a place and getting furniture. That's that's the problem right now. I mean, I found a place, but still waiting on some furniture. So I think just kind of like trying to settle fully.
Get your camping chairs in your living room
with the guys. It's been great so far. They were super welcomed.
How about the systems? Are the systems difficult, JJ, when you go from Buffalo, a team that probably plays completely different because that's how they're built, to coming into Andre Tourney's new system?
First couple days were pretty hard. I remember you whistled down couple drills to explain me where to go.
Drill buster?
Basically. But yeah. But no, I think since then it's been good. I think it took me like a week or so to figure it all out. And then from preseason game to preseason game, it's getting way better. And I mean, the goal is just to do it like naturally. So I think that's what the preseason's for as well. So yeah, it's been good so far.
Are you recording this from your place right now? Just blank walls behind you and
No,
like
no,
four
no,
walls, no furniture?
no worries, no worries. But it kind of looks like that.
I have one more for you, JJ, and that's going back to what Tyson referenced earlier. He mentioned that really fun fresh ice video that the Utah Mammoth put together. They were following you around Germany. How weird is it to have a camera crew following you around your hometown, and were people looking at you and giving you weird looks and stuff like that, or did it just feel natural?
To be honest, I was just hoping I don't run into anyone I know when they were following me with the camera, especially because I showed places I hang out a lot. So I was just hoping nobody I know sees me here.
All right. My last one for me, JJ. What are you most excited about this year, and where do you see this team at? I know you're in a team from Buffalo that was kind of going through the same thing. Utah is probably a couple steps ahead. I mean, they're talking about playoffs. Do you think this team is built for playoffs and can get to where you guys want to go?
I think so, yeah. Especially seeing all the guys now in person, seeing all the practices, how hard everyone competes. So I think so, yeah. And what I'm most excited for is probably the home opener. Like I said, I've been here once last year and I was buzzing. So super pumped for Delta Center to be buzzing.
Well, JJ, we're sure glad that you're on our side, and that number 77 jersey is going to be very popular amongst the fans here the next couple of years. We can't wait to see you at Delta Center. We'll see you October 9th in Colorado for the opener against the Avalanche, but appreciate you sitting down with us, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
I'm still working on my tan, JJ, so I'll be there a little bit later. I'm going to parachute in, but I cannot wait to watch you play, buddy. So welcome to the team.
That sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll see ya. Well, Foltz, it certainly did not disappoint, just like your shirt that you're wearing there. What is that, Tommy Bahama? You are looking unbelievable. You look like my grandpa in that bad boy. I love I love it. But again, how good was JJ Peterka? How excited are you? I know it's been only the preseason. Colorado tomorrow night, the pesky Avs. You're going to see number 77 flying around that ice. And I mean flying, because this guy can scoot. 23 years of age. 27 goals last year. So you got Gunther with 27. You got Peterka with 27. And how many is Logan Cooley going to put up? So things are heating up with the Utah Mammoth. I cannot wait to see it all unfold tomorrow night.
And we haven't seen those three all play together in a preseason game yet. We've seen them in practice, but whenever Peterka was with Cooley or Peterka was with Gunther, those two together on a line were sensational. So I think it's going to be a big year for all three of those guys. And we kind of talked about this earlier, and you made a joke about it, but who's going to be the top line? Because are you going to tell Clayton Keller that Cooley, Gunther, Peterka's the top line? I don't know how number 9's going to feel about that.
Try and tell him. Maybe you can ask him that before the game against Colorado. That'll fire him up. But that's all, isn't it? I cannot tell you. I've been watching this team for a long time. The rebuild is over. They're talking about playoffs, and the guy that's talking about it the most is that number 9, Clayton Keller. So fire him up. I mean, it's been a long time since he's had such good players to play with. And he put up 90 points last year, 30 goals. He is surrounded now with talent, and talent that's a year older this year. I mean, what is Dylan Gunther? He's going to put up 40 goals at some point, maybe this year already. And Logan Cooley not far behind. So that's going to push everybody. Nick Schmaltz in a contract year, I can tell you he is going to pop off in the biggest way as well. So many good storylines, Foltz. I can't wait to listen to you tomorrow night. Those pipes of yours, buddy, they better be rolling.
Hockey Night in Utah. We have it all for you tomorrow, coming from Ball Arena when Utah takes on the Colorado Avalanche to start the year. The Avs have already played a game by the time we're you'll be listening to this. So they'll have a little bit of an advantage, maybe already kind of getting warmed up, but the Mammoth are going to be juiced. So looking forward to that. Nasher, another great episode, and we'll do it again next week.
Can't wait, buddy. Bring the noise, brother. I'll be listening.